It is Joe from Citrus County Porch Life coming to you January 10th, 2025. Actually taped on January 6th, 2025. This is going to be a battle trying to keep the sounds out from there's so much construction in Florida, and that's these heavy equipment trucks are going up the road. Well, the word for today is authoritative. That power is the same as the mighty strength he exerted when he raised Christ from the dead and seated him at his right hand in the heavenly realms, far above all rule and authority, power and dominion, and every name that is invoked, not only in the present age, but also in the one to come. And that is from Ephesians 1:19 through 21, the New International Version. Not to be confused with authoritarian. Authoritative is positive in its meaning, able to be trusted, confident, commanding. This is a person who knows what they are talking about and is reliable in what they say. It is like the captain who sailed for 40 years talking to a new ship hand about the dangers of the ocean. The rookie quarterback listening to the GOAT share about what he wished he knew when he started. It is about a man who has owned multiple companies, sharing with new businessmen the importance of having vision and purposeful planning. The finest example of being authoritative is seen in Jesus Christ. He is the ultimate authority, knowing all things and being able to do all things. In each of us, there is a measure of confidence in an area that we are comfortable. Often we don't even realize it until we start sharing with someone younger. Some of us may have difficulty bringing positive attributes to mind as we focus on our negative traits, but God highlights our command of an area as we allow ourselves opportunities to enter others. The question for us is, what are you reliable and confident in doing? Well, it's very windy. I feel I'm very confident in my skills at math. I got a BS and an MS in math. I use it in the computer field. I never taught until I retired, and now I teach GED math to students who have dropped out of school, become homeless, but are looking to get along in their life. I currently have a student who parents are both in jail, living with his grandmother and grandfather, and who dropped out at grade 8. I can't imagine the stress that poor kid had in his life, but he's doing a very, very, very good job at learning enough to get him to pass the GED part of the math part of the GED test. Uh, I also confident in my aquatic skills. Ever since I was a young boy, I maintained all my certifications. I have a scuba certification uh, from NAUI, NAUI, the National Association of Underwater Instructors. I hold certifications in water safety, lifeguard training, water safety instructor, and first aid, and CPR. I'm becoming more confident in the Bible as I read it on a daily basis, and have done that almost since I got to Florida. Um, and I set up my own sheets because I became very frustrated with the way these Bible in a Year sheets are set up because I'm kind of a perfectionist. And if I fall behind, it just drives me crazy mentally. So what I did is I set these open-ended things, and I start when I start, and I finish when I finish, and I've probably done more than most people just reading it all through once. But I've done it 3 times. I'm on the fourth, and I really, really appreciate having the internet. I have several tablets, so I'll be reading. What I do is I read, but I read an audio file on YouTube, so I send it to my boombox, so I get a nice voice with it, and I can imagine what's going on. And then when I see a word that I don't know or a place, I write it down and I look it up. And in the line on when you look something up, you can read articles, you can see pictures, you can see videos. I usually get videos to get a real life sense of what things look like back then. Because I believe in studying the Bible, a sense of place is very important. And let's see, what else did I read? Well, that's about it. Uh, and I appreciate learning all the time. I love to learn. I read voraciously, and that's how I keep myself busy. I'm not really a television person. I like old television. I don't like the new writing. I'm not a prude. I can watch a show with swearing like a sailor and not be offended by it. But gratuitous use of stuff on television, if it's central to the story, fine. But if it's just thrown in there to get 14, 15-year-old kids all excited, uh, I don't know. I'm just not interested in it. I read a lot of science fiction. This is I've been getting these books since I was about 20. I get them once a month. Now they come out twice a month and they're twice as big. That way it reduces the mailing cost. And I have a whole storage area filled with old magazines, and those I'm way behind on. But that's what I like to do. I'm out here. I tape. Sometimes I tape two daily word for men and two a word of the day if I don't have anything else to do in the day because I sit here all morning and do it. The sun's behind me, so there's no brightness here. In the afternoon, when it gets about 6, 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock, the sun is right at my eyes, and this book, A Daily Word for Men, the pages are shiny, and when the sun shines on them, I can hardly read them. So that's my take on authoritative today. No one is authoritative as God, as it says He is above all rule and authority. So no one's ever going to challenge Him for that power and dominion except Satan. But in the new age, there will be no more Satan. And every name that is invoked, not only in this age, but also in the time to come. They're not going to find anyone with a more powerful name, and there is power in the name. So I wish you all safe and holy January 10th. The third of the month is gone. Where does this time go? It seems like I get up, I eat, I get out here, do these, I get involved in little things, then I do my serious reading, I do my meditation before I go to bed, and that's the day. It goes by very, very quickly. So God bless. See you tomorrow.